Okay. What we are going to discuss today, how things happen. And the interrelated magnetic field, how the human mind works. Have you noticed sometime you see somebody at first sight and you say, wow. You have any idea with that? You just see a person and you said, wow. And then the second round, you see a person and you say, what? Both are persons, you can't deny it. You cannot factually deny it. Because you must understand, you have three personalities to deal with. One is your internal personality, which is your fantasies, your desire, the way you want it. That nobody will know. Doesn't matter how open you become. You may even confess it, still people will not understand. That is your internal self. Second, you have something which is called relative personality, which you develop by profession, merits, by looks, by dress, is called workout personality. You work out that personality. One is your internal, and second is your workout personality. That's not your reality. Third, which you never know, never touch, and never understand, is your reality. So that's how we deal. And all these three identities within each one of you have a mental projection. It's called electromagnetic wavelength. It's very painful to tell you, sometimes your real inner self has such a high frequency that it overrides your workout personality. You know what they call you? Space out. You are called spaced out. Sometimes your workout personality is so powerful, you put so much on it, and your inner personality is so dead in comparatively that you work to the point being an egomaniac. I'm just giving you extreme examples. Third is your reality. Your reality, if it is awakened, if your reality is awakened and you are by your reality, then you don't need anything. Then all universe serve you. This is how this triangle in us resolves. There comes a stage when you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have a husband, you don't have a wife, you don't have children. At that moment, you don't have even you. Then what you have at that age? Only your only inner self, your only reality, rest is all gone. Your personality is gone, which you have worked all your life. It's very funny. That day, somebody was making a person sit. Two people were making that person sit. And I asked, he must be a very important person. He said, yeah, once he was the gymnastic champion of United States. Can you believe that guy going on aerobatics and on poles and everything? What a fantastic personality he was. And then two people are just making him sit. Couldn't sit himself, couldn't get it. Forget about getting up. That I think was a dream. So, there come a stage in your life when you are left with nothing, with no fantasies, with no workouts, with no realism, and whatever you dream and whatever you think and whatever you talk about, today you go every month, cut your hair and do all that kind of stuff. At that time you will think, is there any hair left on your head? The whole body structure will change. Whole mental structure will change. But what you will left with will be your own real self. Now, leaving the earth, whatever your age of leaving the earth is, now this is a biochemical law. This cannot go wrong. Before your death, 7 years ahead of it, you will become absolute more to yourself than to all what you have. And if somebody knows you very, this study will this is the rule. And if you can note a person start saying, well, I don't think, that's how they talk. I don't think I like this. The person used to like those things very much. And then he said, it started happening. No more. It is the inner revolt. And as the time develops, you start distancing from all what was one day real to you. You come out of the show business, you come out of just forcing people, impressing people, and all that jazz. You come out to be you. And that's a very important period of one's life. And nobody escapes it. And within that period, you condemn yourself or you accept yourself. It's that last run they call it. What do they call it? It is that last run which matters in life. Not when you are 21. Not you're 31, not you're 41, not you're 51. Not at all. When you are 81 and 88, you had to quit. Between 81 and 88, there are 7 years. Watch out. Now, this is called the cosmic law. This is called the law of panorama. This is law of self-realization. All this spirituality and all this training and all this religion and all whatever you are talking about is just based on this law. That all human realized that all gimmicks won't work, all fiction won't work, all imagination won't work, all nonsense won't work. At that moment, one within oneself has to face oneself within oneself. And that's the relationship. Today we have likes and dislikes. Today we have designs and fashions, and today we have a lot of things. We like young girls and old people like young girls, and young people like old people, and young people like young people, old people like old people. You like your fashion, you like to wear clothes, all that stuff what you do. It all has no value. You want to buy a house in Beverly Hills, you want to buy and have an acreage with it and all that. Call it anything. You want to live by the ocean. You want to have your own island. Or you just want to just have a little bed and just relax and sleep, and that's all you want. It all does not matter. I know a boy personally. He met me. He's more rich than you can count. He never has more than 2 knickers and 1 shirt and a sleeping bag on his back. If you look at him, you will find out he's homeless. He's about $90, $100 million worth of kid. He knows all the wealth. He deals with his wealth. He invests, pays taxes, does everything regular. But his life is like this. You will find him on a hamburger stand or Taco Bell, just spending a couple dollars. You can see his shoes, one sign to recognize him. His shoes will have holes. He seldom changes them. So one day I asked him, I said, this drama won't work either. He said, I'm very unattached. I said, why you eat Taco Bell then? Live on air. We all feel that by attachment and detachment we'll win. We have never decided that we'll win only by personal knowledge and personal experience. Nothing can save us. Neither our youth, nor our sex, nor our projection, nor our regression, because the electromagnetic frequency will change. And once it changes, there's nothing you can do about it. Now, you are 60-year-old, and the bulb you have in the house is 10 watts. With all that bad eyes and old age, which newspaper you can read? Higher the age is, you need bright light. The most beautiful fashion and the brightness of life is, higher you grow, brighter you may look. Brighter by wisdom, brighter by intelligence, brighter by confidence, brighter by words, brighter by patience. It is that brightness which changes from fashion to impression. First you have fashion. Later on, that fashion becomes impression. You become very impressive. You move, people know you are somebody. It's very funny. Once I was sitting at the airport, I was very sick myself, right? I was coming for my medical checkup, and we missed the plane. Perhaps that was missed, that I was not supposed to go through that procedure. Otherwise, we never miss a plane. Well, so I was sitting at the airport, not well at all. So I was sitting just like this, closed my eyes. All of a sudden, I felt my hand, and I felt very cold hands on it. And I looked around. There was a beautiful young woman sitting there. I said, what I can do for you? She said, could you heal me? Wacko. I couldn't believe it. I'm very sick myself. sitting here. And she asked my security officer, can I just talk to him? He thought perhaps she's my old student. So she wants to just talk for a few minutes, what it matters. So she's harmless. She was very well dressed, pretty. There was nothing wrong with her. So they never thought any danger. So she said, can you heal me? I look around, I said, oh, yeah. Why you want me to heal me? Why should I heal you? She said, please. She didn't ask. She didn't tell me what is wrong with her. I said, all right, close your eyes and not put hand on my hand, put right on this chair, and I put my hand over and I said, just sit for a few minutes. So we sat. I said, how you feel now? She said, thank you. God bless you. She got up and left. Now how can I understand that? I came here, they railed me to emergency ward, to hospital, to da-da-da-da, da-dee-dee-doom, whole thing. I went through the whole thing. I'm not saying anything was right thereafter. But that moment, which I enjoyed healing her, and her asking heal me, was an electromagnetic progression which her identity related to her, dictated to her, and myself told me, before death even, this is a job to do. And this is called human courtesy. I came through here, I went through what I went through. It was all fine. I went back. One day I had such a big flowers basket, I can't tell you. And there was a very little note, because I could read that. Thank you for giving me myself back. Now tell me, on the health point of view or heavenly sake, what a man like me, who doctors think they are not going to survive another 24 hours, can do to somebody. No, it's not true. There is a personal identity of yours. Water is water, whether it is in the form of ice or in the form of a cloud or a gas, whatever you want to call it. It still remains. In the morning when there's a wet air, it's very, very charmingly healthy. Water is very nurturing. It's known fact. You can solidify it like an ice, it can be solid like a brick, but still it is water. When it's liquid, it's water. Saint is a saint, whether it's dead, alive, or gone. I remember there was a man of God in India. We went to put him on a pyre and we took him. So everybody decided that each one will give him a shoulder for a minute. And when this was to be decided, you know what they decided? All sick people should come forward first. I said, what is this? They said, well, they all will be healed. All sick people, they lined up and they told them to give shoulder to his dead body. He was, I think, half burnt, not yet fully cremated, when these people were totally healed. Now, bamboo stick is a bad conductor of heat and electricity, so nothing passed. And it was a dead body. Then when he was being taken to fire, a lot of people put shawls on him as a matter of respect. You might have heard there was a shirt for Jesus Christ which says right or wrong, and I'm not worried about it's correct or not correct, but they have respect for it. Each shawl, just people kissed, and they changed. And it was a shawl which was just taken from bazaar before, put on and taken off. So the ions, the power of the electromagnetic field is not only just like electricity, it has to go through the wires. It's a radiation. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's bountiful. In the dead, in the alive, in the gone, but it still exists in memory. People go sit in a church bent, they meditate on Christ, they get what they want. People go to Golden Temple, they take a dip and sip of that water, they get healed today, in 1994. They have been doing this for thousands and thousands of years. Just go take off their clothes, they come out. That's it. They don't do anything else. Human psyche has its own vibrations. It has to be experienced. Let us see tonight if we can understand our own relationship with our own self. Well, we want a relationship with everybody. For God's sake, do you understand that you have a relationship with yourself first? Is it worth it? Now sit down straight and sit down very spine straight. Try to look like Lord Buddha in ecstasy. You know what I mean? Have some good imagination. Sit and take the Gyan Mudra or the index finger and just like this, just little bent, little nice. You will freak out when you do it. It'll look very easy, but it's pretty good. And just sit, chin in, chest out. Roll your eyes. Look at the tip of your nose. 9 part closed, 1 part open. Correct? And just breathe 1 minute a breath, 20 seconds to inhale, 20 seconds to hold, and 20 seconds to exhale. Put that every breath is ecstasy, whatever that is.
is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. I hear and see and speak of you. Each breath reveals this universal truth. From the past and future, and now it shall be. With thy name I'll dwell in you eternally.
Sturdy, sturdy.
Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. Odd such, Jew God such, Abbe such, non-egosi such. Odd such, Jew God such, Abbe such, non-egosi such. In me, with every beat of my heart, I feel the presence of you. And in me, with every breath you impart, I'm in the rhythm with you. In me, from the sounds that I hear, I play the music of you. Within me, through your words you are here, so I sing the glory of you. Every heartbeat is God's name to me, and every breath of life is ecstasy. In a breeze I feel you touching me, in every face I see you looking at me. By your grace I'm in harmony, living reality. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. Odd such, Jew God such, Abbe such, non-egosi such. Odd such, Jew God such, Abbe such, non and every breath of life is ecstasy. Every night is a bliss to me, and I awake in your company. The dawn plays a symphony, revealing reality. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. I hear and see and speak of you. Each breath reveals this universal truth. From the past and future, and now it shall be. With thy name I'll dwell in you eternally. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. In me, with every beat of my heart, I feel the presence of you. And in me, with every breath you impart, I'm in the rhythm with you. In me, from the sounds that I hear, I play the music of you. Within me, through your words you are here, so I sing the glory of you. Every heartbeat is God's name to me, and every breath of life is ecstasy. In a breeze I feel you touching me, in every face I see you looking at me. By your grace I'm in harmony, living reality. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. such Nanagosi such. And every breath of life is ecstasy. Every night is a bliss to me, and I awake in your company. The dawn plays a symphony, revealing reality. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. I hear and see and speak of you. Each breath reveals this universal truth. From the past and future, and now it shall be. With thy name I'll dwell in you eternally. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. Such in me, with every beat of my heart, I feel the presence of you. And in me, with every breath you impart, I'm in and every breath of life is ecstasy. Every night is a bliss to me, and I awake in your company. The dawn plays a symphony, revealing reality. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is romance to me, and every love is God's originality. I hear and see and speak of you. Each breath reveals His universal truth. From the past and future, and now it shall be. With thy name I'll dwell in you eternally. Every life is a living God. To me, everything is God's personality. Every kiss is God's romance to me, and every love is God's originality. God such, dear God such, Abbe such, Nanako Sibe such. God such, dear God such, Abbe such, Nanako Sibe such. In me, with every beat of my heart, I feel the presence of you. And in me, with every breath you impart, I'm in the rhythm with you. In me, from the sounds that I hear, I play the music of you.
time when you can sleep sleepy or
Every
lethargic,
night is a bliss to
let yourself
me,
get there.
and I awake in your company. The dawn plays a symphony, revealing reality. Every life is a living God to me.
Me within me
Everything
must
is
control
God's
me,
personality.
not the
Every kiss
environment and
is
outside
God's
world.
romance to me, and every love is
I
God's
must know my right place and
reality.
me.
I hear thee speak of each breath reveals this universal truth. From the past and future and now it shall be. With thy name I'll dwell in you eternally.
Inhale deep, hold the breath. Let it go. Inhale deep again. Hold it. Let it go. Inhale deep. Hold it. Relax. Please stretch your arm and your legs and the whole body. We'll meet next Monday and Tuesday, and it is my preference that you practice this exercise which you have done today. It's called Prankirya. It is very beautiful. Try to breathe one breath a minute and sit in a very good posture and try to go through it. You are not required to overdo it. May you start with 11 minutes a day and then proceed in developing. Not only it can heal your inner self and outer self, it can heal your universe. Very powerful. And the lyrics which we played, these were the lyrics which I wrote one day face to face. These are very beautiful. I like them too. So if you can play the tape and go on it and spend for your sake some time every day, you will have wonderful results. And look at you now. There's no affirmation required. May the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you. The breath of life, the existence of prana, the ecstasy of nature and environments. Bless me and take me to the ecstasy of the bliss. In my purity, innocence and reality, my sensitivity can feel all divine there is, and the joy of having no duality of mind and self. Give me the peace forever. O my Creator, bless me, bless me, bless me with ecstasy, ecstasy, ecstasy. Satnam. All right. Now you can stretch yourself, turn around, and as you feel fit, leave for home. See you Monday.
Fresh bakes for your breakfast.
Oh.